For the 26th time in program history and for the 22nd time the last 23 years they've had this event, the Wisconsin Badgers are part of the NCAA Tournament. Got to play close to home this week. A Friday matchup at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee against Colgate out of the Patriot League. We'll check out some of the highlights from Friday's round of 64 matchup. We'll hear from one of the Badgers seniors, a grad transfer, Chris Vogt, who has been a very integral part of this year's championship season. And of course, we'll have our weekly sit down with head coach Greg Gard. All coming up on today's edition of the Badgers Sports Report. Hepburn drops it to Davison between the circles. A feed for Vogt, left of the lane against Woodward. Backing is Vogt, turns up left hand, good off the window. Here comes Brad, left side of the front court. Right hand flip to Wall, feeds Davis for three. Right corner book. Johnny Davis with a three-point hit. We're tied at 15, 9:04 left in the half. Crowd left wing finds a cutting Johnny Davis. At the left block, inside feed. Wall catches, flipped it up and in. It counts and one. And Wall strikes a pose as the game is tied at 34. Hands off to Cummings at the right point. Knocked away by Hepburn into the hands of Wall. Lead feed Chucky. He'll catch it. He'll finish. Hepburn the layup. Badgers lead 37-34. Davison up top finds Johnny. Thinking about it, takes the three, makes the three. Johnny Davis, his third hit from distance. 44-42 Colgate, 13:27 remaining. Woodward in the lane, pivots, can't get loose on the up and under. Out to Richardson for three, a brick to the right. Wall the rebound, lead feed Johnny, the runway is clear. Two-hand slam dunk, Johnny Davis. 58-52 Wisconsin, timeout Colgate with 3:51 to play. That's one.
Hey, great D the last 9. We locked them up. No threes, nothing easy, nothing in transition.
Great job. You find a way this time of year. Obviously, you see, we can tell you, we told you they could shoot it. Sometimes you got to see it firsthand. Okay? But way to lock in down the stretch. Make sure you're working with Brent, working with Schneid on the recovery, because obviously everybody's in the same boat here. Okay, you got to continue to play.
40 more minutes.
There we go, Brad. Move her on.
Yeah. Up there. Yeah. Come on! Slap it! Slap it! Yeah! Come on, let's go!
Get in here.
Take that with us.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. 1, 2, 3. Badgers!
This is Wisconsin basketball. Out front pass knocked away by Davis. Johnny gets the steal. Johnny down the lane. Slam dunk with a right hand. At the wall, another three. Got it! And a feed to Davison running the floor. Down the lane to the rim. Layup good. Front court. High screen Carlson. Deep three. Hepburn. Got it. Goes to Davis for three. Right side. Book it. Fourth three of the half for Johnny Davis.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org. And is brought to you by the Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors. BuildingWisconsinTogether.com.
When you've been injured, you need the hometown team on your side. Trust us to get you back in the game. Call Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of Wisconsin Badger Athletics. One call, that's all.
You'll hear things like, you're gonna need to see a specialist.
That what you have is serious, like really serious.
And then you meet them, your medical team.
With research and clinical trials and new treatments.
With better procedures that lead to better results.
Then it hits you, you're gonna be okay.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Hard work, sweat, knowledge in your own two hands. These are the tools that build Wisconsin. Leave your mark on the real world with zero debt and higher pay. All from day one. It's time to do work that works for you. Learn more at buildingwisconsintogether.com.
On this game day, Good Foods Guacamole would like to salute all you players, no matter what you seem to be playing. You, sir, are a winner. You, ma'am, triumphant, and thumbs up to whatever it is you're doing. So let's hoist a guac-laden chip to all you players out there. Good Foods Guac, made from the freshest avocado and the cleanest ingredients. So here's to all the players and whatever game it is they're trying to play. Game day is Guac Day. Good Foods Guac.
Injured? You need a team you can trust. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Serving the people of Wisconsin for over 30 years. Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Badger Athletics. One call, that's all.
That was a big shot by Steve, and I feel like I've done it before, but my teammates have a lot of confidence in me, so do the coaches, to be able to close the game out.
No, I'm speechless. I ain't got no words to say. I just give him the ball and get out the way. I've said it before. I'm not going to say it again, but love playing with him. That's one of the best players I've ever played with, and I love this last journey with him.
Credit to our guys. I thought defensively, middle part of the second half on, we got really good. Obviously made plays when we needed to. Took care of the ball, which was huge. Was able to score in the paint, and then able to get them off the three-point line and do a better job of covering up some of their looks. But terrific win. Any win in this tournament is obviously terrific, and look forward to moving on to Sunday.
Richardson out there was just knocking everything down. It seemed to start the second half, and then just like that, it went cold. Was it a plan? Was it a scheme, or was it just you guys realized you needed to do something different to kind of cool them off?
Stop being lazy on defense and non-fundamental. That's all it was. I remember one time it was me and Tyler Wall in a little dribble handoff, and I went under the screen or the flip instead of over, and that gave a shooter like him, especially he's a really good shooter, enough time to get his shot off.
I don't know if lazy is the right. He's pretty self-critical, if that's the right word. But obviously, to try to get them off the line, and he was right about not that he didn't go over aggressively enough in some of those situations, but. Yeah, anytime we can get our defense to turn into some offense, it's, that he's really good in transition. Chucky's good in transition. Tyler is. So if we can get that, especially with how good Colgate is in terms of squeezing the floor, if we can get some buckets before they get set. Obviously, Johnny specifically is pretty dynamic in transition.
We did have a little emphasis on me touching the ball more in the post, and our team just plays better, I would think, when we touch the post. A lot of teams just 10 toes when you kick it out for threes, and then just closer shots.
I thought shot selection wasn't where it needed to be in the first half. The second half, I thought we were a little better in terms of taking the shots we needed to take, playing through the paint more, not settling for jump shots, moving the ball more, and the results, obviously, when you do that, you usually shoot a better percentage.
As far as upsets go, it's March Madness. Nothing's promised after this one game. Everyone's fighting for 40 more minutes.
It was really great. I appreciate everybody that came out. There was no way we were going to take an upset in our home state, pretty much a home game. But we need to do it again on Sunday.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. WEABenefits.com.
My favorite breakfast is Odyssey yogurt. I asked Mommy where it comes from, and she took me to a dairy farm to learn all about milk and, most importantly, cows. Wisconsin cows are definitely the happiest, which means they make the tastiest yogurt. My favorite is blueberry. What's your flavor? Support your local farmers. EIEI Odyssey.
I don't think there's any question that no matter your age, when you watch the NCAA tournament, it might take you back to your younger days if you are in the category of not so young. The first time you really got caught up in a tournament and thought, boy, wouldn't it be fun to be a part of this, have your favorite team be a part of it, so on and so forth. And with that, we bring in head coach Greg Gard, and I'll just make that reckless assumption that you grew up watching the NCAA tournament. Do you remember the first time where you thought, wow, how cool is this if you could be a part of something like this on a stage that the NCAA tournament provides?
Yeah, I mean, thinking back as you went into the question, I think probably the first recollection I have is 82, Michael Jordan, 83, NC State, 85, Villanova. Am I on track there?
You are exactly right.
So, yeah, I mean, you remember those dramatic ones. Obviously, in the NCAA tournament typically creates drama. So that's probably the first recollection I can remember of, or memory I can recall of actually watching it and understanding what I was watching.
Yeah, no, all three of those instances there, Villanova played about as close to a perfect game as you could play, right? And beating a Georgetown team that no one gave Villanova a chance. And now that you have been a part of it and you've seen, these magical moments, big shots, if it's Freddie Owens against Tulsa, Trayvon Hughes, Florida State, Bronson Koenig. I've had players at times say it feels like a dream. When you're in that moment, being on the staff as you have been, what is that like?
Yeah, you really don't. I don't think you ever really take time to really reflect the enormity of the impact that it has and how widespread it is. You obviously see that on your phone after a game when you get more text messages than you can respond to. Your phone overloads and shuts down on you. But I think just you get locked into the moment, you get locked into the game and those things. And again, it creates such drama, the whole tournament. That's I guess why it's got its name March Madness, because sometimes it doesn't make sense as much as you try to predict it, which really you can't. So it just, there's so many moments like that create for great viewership and great TV.
That's right. The good news is it's single elimination. The bad news is it's single elimination.
Exactly.
You just don't know what could happen. As you've always said, I think at one point I said, hey, if it's 5 bad minutes, and you said, actually, if it's 2 or 3, that could be all the difference in a game.
Yeah, I mean, as you mentioned, single elimination. We're not playing a 7-game series or a 5-game series. And as I've trademarked the phrase, there are no get-well games in the Big Ten. Also, all the bad teams now have their toes in the sand somewhere on a beach on spring break. So there's only really good ones left that have won, upper of 20 plus to 30 games. Conference champions played really well through the season, won a regular season, won a conference tournament. So, like I said, the bad teams are all gone. There's only a few of us really good ones left.
Always, when you get into a tournament setting, there's much more media attention, and everybody's going to want to talk to you, to Johnny, to Brad. I always like to do a visit with guys who maybe aren't playing a lot now, if it's a Marcus Ilver or redshirt guys like Matt Moores and Chris Hodges, and just get an idea of what they're getting out of this. I mean, you've seen this movie where guys, if it's an Ethan Happ one year, just to name one, they can take it all in. They work every day, but maybe there's some benefits for those guys.
Oh, there's no doubt to see that environment, to see what it takes to get there. I think that's not only experience it, with all the TV cameras and the extra media attention and watching it as they sit in their apartments or dorm rooms and watching everything on TV. Everybody's, a bracket expert right now and making their projections. But just to experience that, but also, the 5, 6, 8 months that it's taken to get to this point, all these experiences definitely pay dividends down the road.
It's interesting. I was talking with Marcus Ilver here recently, and he's talked about how he thinks his game has improved. He's gotten a little bit stronger now, and he's liking how that feels. The individual improvement in someone, like Marcus, who's played in some games, but he sees himself as more than a catch and shoot guy now. He can do a little bit more than that, and thinking that, looking ahead, as maybe you don't have that luxury right now, but guys like him are thinking, this has a chance to be a pretty good team here for a while.
Yeah, I mean, and I think the one thing with Marcus going through what he has gone through this year, it's been good from a standpoint of, hey, I can be a really good player, but also very educational and eye-opening. I got a ways to go. I got to get these players here are really, really good. They're really strong. The game is fast. The game is physical. So I think both those kind of, sides of the coin, so to speak, that he's got confidence that he can be very good, but he also sees, the where the bar is set, and he's got to get to that level.
It's interesting because I wonder, some guys, maybe they come in right away and they flash, they do a lot of things, and then over time it starts even out. Some of them get that welcome to the Big Ten moment right away.
Right.
With Marcus, when he first got onto campus, but to your point, the grind, if you want to call it that, it could take it down.
At the end of the day, age and experience usually catches up. So I think what he's seen over the course of a season is that older experience, strength, those things all at the end of the day pay out. Not that younger guys, can't come in and make a splash. We've got one in Chucky Hepburn. It's easier in the backcourt to come in and play early than it is as you get bigger and further up to the 3, 4, 5 position because of the physicality, because of the speed, because of just the experience that you see a lot of times in those older guys.
Yeah, I think Ethan right away,
yes.
Brian Butch right away. But one thing that's been fun to watch here, too, as we close this segment, is to see a guy like Matt Moores. Looks like his body's changed.
Yeah.
Chris Hodges, good frame, getting stronger. It's a pretty exciting thought.
Yeah, I mean, those two guys, and obviously Marcus in that conversation too. This experience has been great for him. It's really going to set the table for what happens with the off season, into the spring, the summer, into next fall, of how they can use these experiences, both positive and very eye-opening, as I say, to be able to set the platform and really launch them into their future.
Yeah, we thought as much as we focus on the now, I know Badger fans are always looking ahead, so give you a little sneak peek at some of those guys. Doesn't stop there, but some of the guys who I think have a lot to look forward to with this Wisconsin program. Stay with us. We have more to come as we continue to talk about this season's Badger team on the floor. Back in a moment as the Badger Sports Report continues.
Compeer Financial has always been there for our clients and communities in any situation. And our support continues today as our clients work relentlessly to feed, clothe, and fuel the world. Compeer is proud to continue our strong commitment to our clients, the rural communities where they live, and to agriculture. We're here to help meet the financial needs of rural America, and we'll navigate through this together.
You'll hear things like, you're gonna need to see a specialist.
That what you have is serious, like really serious.
And then you meet them, your medical team.
With research and clinical trials and new treatments.
With better procedures that lead to better results.
Then it hits you, you're gonna be okay.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Here's Houston left wing, goes into Dickinson left of the lane, hands it back to Houston, reverse layup. It got blocked by Vogt. It comes out to Davison. Little 2-on-2. Brad will glide to the right side. He'll slow it down. Now gives to Johnny out front. Goes downhill, feeds Vogt, low on the right, slam dunk. Oh, Chris Vogt sending it down with authority. The ball is Johnson. Right lane line, dry shot blocked by Vogt, and it went off of Johnson and out of bounds. There's Chris Vogt getting it done. Johnny Davis on the jog to the front court, around a Vogt screen. Davis turns the corner, left of the lane, whips a pass into Vogt. Nice catch, slam dunk, Chris Vogt. That was coming in hot. Vogt the catch and the flush.
When did you feel like you were going to come in here and make a significant contribution on this team?
I feel like from the beginning of the summer, I felt like I could be a good complement to this team and be a good role player and play really good minutes at the 5 spot. But I feel like specific to the game, my first real big breakout game for me was the home game against Indiana. And I feel like that game, they're just giving me time to get more comfortable in the system, get comfortable with the guys, get used to playing with them, and just kind of all pieces aligned. And I was able to kind of have a breakout game. And from that point on, I feel like I'll just kind of more consistently contribute to the team.
Bowie off the dance screen, Bowie to the line, Bowie down the lane, goes up, blocked by Vogt. It is sent back out to Audige with 10 on the shot clock. Now Nance top of the arc. A bounce trying to jam it into Audige, can't handle it. Turnover Northwestern. Wall the other way. Tyler left lane line, spins up right hand. No, Vogt follows, slam dunk.
First time I got cleared to play was like end of the summer, beginning of like the fall semester. And I feel like after I got cleared, just kind of need a few weeks, a month there to get kind of just used to playing against physicality and playing against bodies. I was like non-contact all summer, And I've kind of felt like, as the season's progressed, I've been able to get more games and more confidence back in my body and my shoulder, and like it's just only going to grow. I feel like this would be just a great way to cap off my collegiate career, like you said. Kind of seeing everything come full circle. Like playing 5 years of college basketball, never imagined myself playing a 5th year, but I mean, here we are, and I don't regret it at all. I'm glad I'm here. I love all the guys here. So it'd just be a great way to cap off the year. A lot of games, a lot of different schools, and just a lot of great memories with tons of different teammates.
What does it mean to you to be a Big Ten champion?
It means the world. It's one of the first things I wanted when I committed here. It's the first goal I talked about with Brad. We were talking on the phone this summer before I even committed. And to be able to say that at this point in the season is amazing. What makes this one so special is just that the Big Ten, in my eyes, is one of the best basketball, if not the best basketball league in the country. And so I feel, and also feel like regular season championships are a lot harder to win than just conference tournaments, because that's 20 games as opposed to just getting hot for 3 games. And so to really stay consistent enough to win this league, which is one of the best, I think it's just one of the better accomplishments in college basketball you can do.
Hard work, sweat, knowledge in your own 2 hands. These are the tools that build Wisconsin. Leave your mark on the real world with 0 debt and higher pay. All from day one. It's time to do work that works for you. Learn more at buildingwisconsintogether.com.
On this game day, Good Foods Guacamole would like to salute all you players, no matter what you seem to be playing. You, sir, are a winner. You, ma'am, triumphant, and thumbs up to whatever it is you're doing. So let's hoist a guac-laden chip to all you players out there. Good Foods Guac, made from the freshest avocado and the cleanest ingredients. So here's to all the players and whatever game it is they're trying to play. Game day is Guac Day. Good Foods Guac.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org. And is brought to you by the Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors. BuildingWisconsinTogether.com.
With the Colgate game behind them, the Badgers now set their sights on the round of 32 in a Sunday matchup in Milwaukee against Iowa State out of the Big 12 Conference. And the winner of that game moves on to the Sweet 16 in Chicago. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.
You'll hear things like, you're gonna need to see a specialist.
That what you have is serious, like really serious.
And then you meet them, your medical team.
With research and clinical trials and new treatments.
With better procedures that lead to better results.
Then it hits you, you're gonna be okay.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. WEAbenefits.com.
My favorite breakfast is Odyssey yogurt. I asked Mommy where it comes from, and she took me to a dairy farm to learn all about milk and, most importantly, cows. Wisconsin cows are definitely the happiest, which means they make the tastiest yogurt. My favorite is blueberry. What's your flavor? Support your local farmers. EIEI Odyssey.